Hello everyone. Here's going to be a tutorial of how to turn in the final annotated bibliography. On the assignment page, you'll see how everything is graded. And then here is what you're going to add for the annotations. And this is what's required in the annotations: 2 peer-reviewed articles, 1 ebook, 1 magazine article, and 1 news article. And you're going to use a Word PDF or a Google Doc. So on this page, right before the assignment, this is where I break down what needs to be in there. You have to have the hanging indent, has to be double spaced in alphabetical order. Here's what the ebook needs. Here's what the articles need, what gets italicized. And make sure that it has a link so that I can find it, or a DOI. Nothing is in all caps. You can go over the MLA week if you need help with that. And then here's again what the sources that you need. So on the document, you're going to put your name, the professor's name, the class, the date, page numbers, your research question, and in the center of the page, you're going to put annotated bibliography. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Most of you have already done the works cited page. If you already got the 15 points, you're good to go. Just add your annotations. If I made comments on your works cited page, fix them, or else I'm going to be deducting points on your final if you don't fix them. Okay, so I'm going to pull up a works cited page. Okay, so here's the works cited page. You're just going to add all that stuff to this page. So you can start up here and take that out. And you're going to put in the name. Okay, so there I added my name, the professor's name, the class, and the date. And then I'm going to go over here and do my research question and type in annotated bibliography. Okay, so I put in my research question, annotated bibliography, and centered it. Now I'm going to do the page number. From judging from most of everyone's papers that they turn in, it doesn't look like anyone has a problem doing the page number. But if you do, let me just show you how to do that. So everybody's computer is different, but if you go to Insert, let me go to Insert, and then mine is over here where it says page number. And I'm going to go top of the page, and I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to pick the one to the farthest right. And where it says that, I'm going to type in my last name, put a space, and then I'm going to close it. And you have page 1, page 2, and it will just keep doing pages for you. If you need to see that again, just click the button back. From there, we're going to start adding in our annotations. So just click right after your first citation. Let's see. And you're just going to start putting your annotation in there. You're going to start with the summary, then do the evaluation, and then do the reflection. I'm going to show you this template right here. I like this template just because it shows you that you don't have to write a whole lot of content. It will literally just be a few sentences in each thing, 150 to 200 words. You can go to 250 if you like. Some people even write more. That's all fine. But this is all that's required. And then you just follow this, a brief description of the work's format and content, explain the main purpose and scope of the work cited. So you're basically just going to summarize what the article is about. If it's a peer-reviewed, you can comment on what kind of studies and methodologies they used. Did they interview people? Did they observe people? Did they take surveys? How are they getting the information that they want to do to make the study? And then your critical evaluation, check the author's credentials, make sure that they are qualified and have the expertise to know what they're talking about. The work's intended audience, usually if it's peer reviewed, it's going to be for academic or faculty. If it's magazines or newspapers, it's probably going to be for general public. Sometimes it'll say, sometimes it won't. And then you also can comment on if there's any bias in the work. If you think that they're have a slanted view, or they're trying to push an agenda, or trying to use a factual tone and just present evidence. And then you're going to write the reflection. You're going to, if you want to write a brief impression of what you think of the work, but mostly it's how the resource fits into your research. How are you going to use this source? And that's pretty much it. And that will just go right in here. So here I pulled up my first article. And what I don't want you to do is copy and paste the abstract or the introduction or anything that's already written. I want you to put it into your own words. Um, so let's go to the full PDF, full text. Okay, so I just did my annotation for this source right here. So here's my summary. I talked about, I basically just summarized what the article is about, and I mentioned the studies down here, what they use, the surveys, interviews, and focus groups. Then I went to the evaluation where I talked about the author. She has a PhD in education and human development from the University of Rochester. The intended audience is faculty of high schools. And then I put any bias that I saw that may occur or may not. And then at the end, I just put my reflection. So I just said I would use this article to help demonstrate and back up my claims of how technology via text does have an impact on cyberbullying in high school students, which is my research question. So then I'm sure you're asking, is it supposed to look like that? Is it all supposed to look like the hanging indent? No. So this is where you come over here, click there, and all you're going to do is tab it over so that it's directly underneath the hanging indent. So go over here, tab it over. Go over here, tab it over. And then start on your next source. Because you already have the hanging indents, when you start typing your annotations, or if you already typed them on a separate piece of paper and you copy and paste them and put them into here, it probably is going to come out looking like that with a hanging indent, and you would just need to tab it over. If for some reason it doesn't and the whole article starts over here, just highlight the whole article, tab it over so that it's directly underneath this line. Most of the time you don't have to have separations between the paragraphs. I'm doing it this way just because it's easier for me to grade, because I know this first one is going to be the summary, the second one is going to be the evaluation, and the third one is going to be the reflection. But a lot of times you can just have them all in one without any of the spaces in between. So that is how each annotation is going to look. It's just 5 sources. Um, Obviously, since this is a peer reviewed, there's more content to write about. The magazines and newspapers, there might be less. There might just be 2, maybe 3 sentences here, maybe 2 sentences here, maybe 2 here. It just all depends on how long the article is and how much you want to say about it. So that ends my tutorial on what this is supposed to look like. If you have any questions, let me know. Email me. I'm here to help you. Okay. Have a good day.